Hello everyone, this is Kemi Shirimade with the Growth Studio. Happy New Year. Today I'm reviewing one of my planning tools, one of my tools for success, and it's my planner for 2016, and I'm using the iBloom planner. Over the years, I've actually been a planner junkie. For many years, I've always used a paper planner. I started with Franklin Covey, and then I moved on to the Erin Condren planner, and then Passion planner, and I also actually ordered the planner pad for 2016, which is also almost exactly the same as this planner, the iBloom planner. I um, I decided not to use the planner pads any longer because I found this. I found that it was prettier, and it had some things on the front end, which I'll show you, that I really wanted. When I started using the planner pad for this year, I hand wrote some of the things that, oh, sorry about that. I hand wrote some of the things I wanted to accomplish, like where I put in my bucket list and all the things at the beginning of the year planning. I had to like do all those myself. I had to customize the planner. But when I found this, I found out that they had everything all set on the front end. So I decided to get this, and I'm going to be returning the planner pad. So planning for success. Why do you need to plan? Many people still don't understand why people use paper planners, and they think it's just for you to set your appointments, or to put in the things you're going to be doing on the day-by-day basis. It's much more than that, and helps you to be intentional about your daily activities. In order to achieve success, you have to be intentional about everything you do on a daily basis, because it's your action that drives your results. So if you're not doing the right things, if you're not being strategic about what you're doing, you're not going to get the results you want. You're not going to achieve your goals. I credit my success up to this point to planning. At one point, I was working as a full-time engineer, as a mom, as a minister, and also working on my side businesses. And the only thing that helped me was really planning my time, planning my day, so that I could get everything done. The only thing that helped me to create balance was to be able to plan, to do paper planning. So it is very important, if you have a vision, if you have where you're going and you want to be productive, you want to be strategic, having a planner is what's going to help you. So I'm just going to quickly do a review of this planner. So I've titled this vlog Planning for Success. You have to plan for success. If you want to reach your destination, you have to plan. If you have goals, you have to plan. So this planner is everything. So it's called the iBloom planner, and it's really for women. If you are a man and you want something that's similar, I suggest going for the planner pad. This is also perfect. I just didn't like this because it's not pretty enough. Um, so, so let's get started. It just has some things at the beginning. Just bear with me as I flip through it, and it has all these tabs, so which I really love. So you know what you're doing. So it starts off with your 2016 planning. Again, like I said, for the planner pad, what I did was did it manually, but here it has everything I was looking for. What I was actually writing in the planner pad, what I was doing with the planner pad, is exactly what's here. So it just talks about like the beginning of the year planning. Let me open to the right page. Let's see. First of all, so it talks about what happened last year. In order to go forward, you have to know where you're coming from. So I started doing a reflection of last year, and then I found that this planner had that, and it was just perfect. So it talks about all the things that happened with your personal life and with your business life in the past year. So I took some time to reflect and write down everything that happened, what went well, and what did not go well. And the same thing with my business, and then at the bottom of that, it talks about what needs to change. So this becomes like the foundation of what you want for the new year. So I wrote down the things that needed to change, both for my personal life and both for my business life. So that was the foundation. That became the foundation of what my 2016 planning was based on. And then the next page is your priorities for 2016. So I had five that I wrote down, five priorities, and it could be more for you, it could be less. And then it talks about also what your personal goals are for 2016 in different categories. My relationship with God, relationship with spouse, relationship with family, relationship with friends. I have nothing there because I really don't have friends. And but that's gonna change. I already thought of something I'm gonna put there. And then health and finances. And then it also has me time. This is one thing we forget about, spending time taking care of ourselves. So yeah, I have to be intentional about that also. And then it even goes further to help you become so intentional about your personal life, personal me time activities. So it tells you to write down activities you can, things you can do. Again, if you want to be intentional, if you have a goal, you have to like really know how you're gonna achieve that goal. Because many times we say that we want to lose weight, we want to spend more time with ourselves, we want to spend more time with our spouses, we want to grow our business, but we never think about how we're going to do it. And by the time the year runs out, we find out that we don't achieve those goals because we never had a plan in the first place. So it's one thing to wish, it's one thing to desire, but it's another thing to take action and do the things that you need to do to get the results you're looking for. So here I wrote down a couple of things that I could do as me time activities. And then also, I wanted one of my goals is to spend more time with my spouse, become a better wife, have a better relationship with my husband. So, favorite date night ideas. I wrote those down also. So this is very good. And then books to read in 2016. I was in my planner pads. I was already writing down a list of all the books I wanted to read, and lo and behold, they have that here also. I'm already there. So there's a place to list all the books you want to read, and a place to read to write down all the conferences you want to attend. So on one part of it, I'm listing all the conferences I want to attend, and on the other part, I'm listing all the conferences that I want to speak at. So these are the places I've already, conferences I've already contacted. I've already sent in proposals to speak. So this is my wish list. Being intentional about it. So I look at this every day so that I can continue to follow up, so that I can continue to see what I can do so I can get into these conferences. So even for 2016, and I'm already thinking about 2017 also, because these conferences, they plan months and months ahead of time. And the mistake I made last year was I didn't know that. So now I'm very proactive, and I've contacted the places I want to speak at. So it's going to happen. And then this is one of my favorite parts of the planner, a place for your vision board. So you can take your vision board with you. So I have words, things I want to do. My favorite is that one. A nice purse with money flying in. Money is a big one this year. I want a lot of money this year. So that's my vision board, a place for the vision board. There are 2 pages devoted to this. So this I just made pictures, what I desired, what I want, what I positive affirmations, and then here more business oriented, and places I want to visit, how much I want to make in the year. I'm not really going to show it to you. And then at the bottom, I have my mission, my vision, my core values written out. So this is what drives me. What's my purpose? Why do I exist? Why does my business exist? Why do I do what I'm doing? I wrote it down so that I can be propelled by my why. As we strive to achieve our goals, as we strive to build our organizations or to become successful in our careers, sometimes we hit obstacles along the way. And when you have a strong why, when you have a strong reason for why you're doing what you're doing, that why, that reason continues to propel you. Your mission propels you to continue to take action, to do what you need to do, to overcome all the obstacles, so that you can really get to your destination and fulfill your purpose. So I have those written down and I look at them periodically so that they can continue to drive me and drive me to be a better business owner and drive me to continue to serve my clients and be the best I can be with whatever it is that I'm doing. And then here is where you write down your visions and goals for the year. So I have specific goals that I wrote down in what's going to make the amount of money that I'm looking for the year and how I'm going to get it done. So I have a high level, I did a high level vision planning and goal planning over here. And then it also has a place where it says your income goals for 2016, so you can break it down. So it's really really a good planning, a good set of planning pages to help you get started. And then it also has a place for projects. So how to a place for 5 projects that you want to do for the year, and I really like that. When I begin to come up with the projects I want to work on, this is when I'm gonna write those down here. And let's see. So it's the same thing, the next few pages. So that's that for that. And then it starts with the monthly pages. Oh, a place that I did not show you that I really like also. One of the things that didn't work out well for me. Let me show you this first. Actually, the very first page for the 2016 planning pages is a place for you to put your theme. This is becoming a big thing now where people come up with their themes and their words for the year. And again, I'd already started working on that, and I wanted to put that in my planner pads, and I found out that this planner had this already set up, so it was just awesome. So my word for the year is focus. That was given to me by God. Focus. And then based on the things that happened last year also, when I was reflecting, I knew that I wasn't focused enough. So that's my word. So focus on God, focus on my ideal clients. I really missed the boat on that last year. So this time, everything I do is focused on my ideal clients. And then other things, my children, my thoughts. So that's my word for the year. That's my theme for 2016. And I'm trying to find the missing part. There's a part about holidays, like Christmas, Easter. And what happens when those times come around is that I always drop the ball because I didn't plan well for the holidays. So it has a holiday planning page. So for all months of the year, the things that are happening that have nothing to do with my business, but that has to do with church, with family. This is where I write down everything so that I don't forget to get gifts. I don't forget to call people. I don't forget to volunteer where I need to volunteer. Every year, I'm always saying I want to volunteer during Thanksgiving, but I never really planned for it. So now I've written it down so I can really plan for it. And the exact thing I'm going to do to make sure that I do it this year. I'm beginning to write those down so that I don't miss the boat again in the new year. So really, all this is about being very intentional. When you're not intentional, anything that comes at you goes, and then you find that you don't achieve your goals. You don't get to the destination that you say you want to get to eventually. So let's go to the monthly pages. So for each month, it has you list your goals for the month. And what I did was just create check boxes, and I wrote down my goals and also the dates. You have to put in the dates. Your goals have to be specific. They have to be measurable. How do you measure your goals? Again, it's not enough to say you want to lose weight, or it's not enough to say you want to grow your business. What does that look like? What does that mean, grow your business? What does that mean, lose weight? You want to read books. Okay, what does that mean? What books do you want to read? And then write down the dates. They have to be time bound. Your goals have to be time bound. So I wrote the dates here also. And then it has a section for your gratitude list. So this is what you're thankful for. So I'm going to come back at the end of the month to just list a bunch of things that I'm thankful for the month. Relationships to invest in this month. You know that in order to achieve your goals, and some of you who've listened to some of my videos know that one of the things I talk about is achieving your goals. And in order to achieve your goals, you need other people to help you achieve your goal. You cannot do it alone. Even if you're a solopreneur, even if you're an individual contributor, you need a team, you need other people to help you achieve your goals. So every month I kind of figure out who do I need this month to help me. And then these are all the goals for the month. On this side I have like personal goals listed. So again, it's very important to add the date. So what I do every week as I'm doing my weekly planning, I come back here to see what the dates are so that I can schedule an activity that relates to the goal into my weekly calendar. So that's why this is important. And this is the monthly section, just listing everything that I'm doing, speaking engagements, clients I'm meeting with, and all that, just to get a monthly snapshot of what's going on. And then the weekly sections. This is my favorite part of the planner. And this is why doing a weekly plan is important. Weekly planning is very important. That is what I look for in any planner. And then I really like the setup. And this is why I bought this planner. Remember I told you I used the Passion Planner last year. And the Passion Planner was perfect. I don't have it here. But what I didn't like about the Passion Planner was that everything for each day was just appointment based. So this part of the planner was the whole column of the planner. And that wasn't working before for me because I needed a space for my to-do list for each day. That was missing in the Passion Planner. So that is why this one is perfect. So at the top part for the weekly spread, at the top part is your opportunity to divide all your goals, everything you want to achieve into sections. So I have random, I have business, I have networking, because networking is big for me as a business owner. So like, and then I have health. Health is a big thing for me this year. Losing weight and becoming more healthy is a big thing for me this year. And then blog and family. I have a question section for family because one of my big goals for the year is to be better with my family relations. On the front end of the planner, my planning pages, family was a big thing. So I have to be intentional about that because that's another thing that where I drop. That's another area where I drop the ball. So I have to be very intentional. So here every week I always list out who I'm gonna call, or if anybody has called me for help, to help, asking me to help them do something. Sometimes I forget because really my business is my number one passion. So when other people call me for help, I usually put those by the wayside. But now I'm being intentional and I write down the names of people I need to call or who has asked me for help, so that before the week runs out, I make sure that I tackle those requests. So that's what that top part is for. So from the top part, you write down everything you want to do for the week or your projects or whatever it is. Like, so under business, I have a couple of things. I want to make brochures. I want to continue my coaching training and all that stuff. So from there, you create your to-do lists for each day. There's some things you need to do that stems from what you've written up here. So you kind of divide them into the different days. And then the third part of each day is the appointment section of it. So there's some appointments you have, or networking events you have to go for, whatever it is that's happening in a day, to be able to schedule it. And this really helps me because you have many things going on, and somebody wants your attention or you have other things to do. You schedule everything so that you can allocate your time to do all the different things. And this also helps for those things that you don't really like doing. For example, spending the me time part of things. I want to get massages. I want to get my nails done. Sometimes I schedule them so that I can keep myself accountable to doing those things. So that's what this part is for, and it's very important. And I write down. This is my son's name. He comes home at this time every day. So I have to put that in there so that I don't make the mistake of scheduling an appointment with a client, or appointment with anybody else. So that's why this is very important. And again, the fact that you can see everything the whole week really helps you to plan and to do all the things you need to do. So that's about it. And I really love this little section here at the bottom also. This planner just has everything I was looking for. So here I put in my mileage for each day. So if I go on any business trip, or go for any event that's business related, I write down the miles, for the number of miles driven for the day, to track it. Over the years, I've fallen off the wagon also with tracking my mileage. I've tried using an app. I've tried many different ways, but they didn't work. So I think this is gonna work better for me. I also like do reflections, like anything that happens in the day that's important. I write down what my reflections are. Thanksgiving, gratitude. So that's what I do with this bottom portion. You can do whatever it is you want. You can do your meal planning. You can track your water intake. You can track. Oh, I also track my weight actually, since one of my goals is to lose weight. This is this week. And I'm not going to show you the exact thing, but I'm beginning to track my weight. So every week I write down how much I weigh. Because whatever you want to improve, whatever goal you want to achieve, you have to be able to track and measure. If you don't track and measure, there's no way you're going to improve. So that is why I'm tracking that. I'm tracking water intake. I'm tracking whatever it is that I'm doing. Another thing I'm tracking health wise is fasting. Like we're doing a fast in our church, and I have to I'm tracking each day I do the fast effectively, so that I can know whether to improve or whether I did the fast well. Because when you're fasting, you want results, and if you don't get results, you can go back and see what you did wrong or what you did right. So that's why I'm tracking that. So you can track anything. Again, if you want to improve in any way, you have to track, so that you can know how you're really performing, so that you can take control, you can make adjustments along the way, and so that you can get results. So that's it for the planner. I really like it. And again, it's the iBloom planner. I wasn't paid to do this review, so you can go to iBloom.com and order from them. One of my favorite planners. And then again, if you are a man, you can do the planner pad, which is just the same thing, pretty much the same thing. You just have to customize the front end. Let me show you. So there's different pages on the front that you can customize for, like maybe your yearly planning and then your monthly goals. Right there, another page for you to track, plan, and then that's the monthly calendar. And the same thing, it's just the same layout. You have the top part for all the categories that are important to you, and then the weekly to-do lists, and then your appointment book. So it's the same thing. So that's it. Thank you for listening. And if you want more tools, tips, and strategies to help you improve your performance, to achieve your goals, and be the best you can be, contact me, Kemi, at thegrowth-studio.com, or you can visit my website, thegrowth-studio.com. I am committed